Assalamu alaikum. I am Mahfuza Amena, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Government Bangabandhu College, Gopalganj. Dear students, welcome to my online class arranged by our college authority as per the direction of the Ministry of Education. Today, I would like to welcome both the students of class 11 who have got admitted in our college recently, belonging to the session of 2020-21, and the students of class 12 as well. Previously, I took two classes with you, one on completing sentences and the other one is on passive sentences and positive verbs. Today I would like to take a class on analyzing graph chart or pie chart. This is from your English first paper. This topic is very important for you because it carries 10 marks. So you have to take a good preparation on this topic. If you follow some techniques and if you can write in correct sentences and give a good description of the chart, highlighting all the information given in the question, then you can get good marks. Even it is possible to get 8 or 9 out of 10. And so I will show you some techniques which you have to follow to get good marks. Let's start our class giving you some suggestions on how to describe a graph chart or pie chart. Okay, every chart, whether it is bar chart or pie chart, has three parts. Okay. First one is introductory part, or introduction. Second one, descriptive part or description. And third one is conclusion. Okay, so you can begin the introduction with the sentence, the chart shows or describes or highlights or provides ... Then the question will be in your, you can take help from your question paper. The chart shows, provides or describes or highlights information on something. You can begin the descriptive part with the sentence, according to the chart, it is clear that, or from the chart we see that. Okay, so you can begin the descriptive part, according to the chart it is clear that, or from the chart we see that, or you can begin with the sentence, from the chart it is clear that. Okay. Then in the conclusion part you will give a concluding sentences and you can use therefore or In conclusion, or thus, we can say that dot dot. Okay. So these are the three parts of a graph chart, bar chart or pie chart. So your chart should have an introduction, should have a description and should have a concluding sentence. Okay. And now I will discuss which vocabulary we have to use often while describing a chart. Okay, now I will show you which vocabulary we use often for describing a chart. First of all, up, noun, if the chart is about the increase of some things, you can use there is an increase or there is a growth or there is a rise, or we can see an increase, a growth, a rise of something. Then some, down, noun. If there is a description of something falling down, then you can use the noun, a decline, a decrease, a falling trend. Then if there is fluctuation, okay, in the chart, that means frequent changes, frequent change, noun, fluctuation. If there is something which changes frequently, then we can use this noun, fluctuation. And then now adverb. If there is something on the increase, then we can use the verb increase, soar, climb or rise. Down verb. The down verbs are drop, sink and no change, verb, remain, constant, stable. Okay, so if there is something that has no change, then you can express in the way remain constant or stable. And now I will draw a pie chart and show how you can describe a chart. Okay, I have drawn a pie chart here for you, though the drawing is not so much good. And look at the question. The question is, the pie chart below shows the percentage of a city dweller's household income distributed into different categories. Here you can notice the categories. Okay, a family who lives in a city is called a city dweller. So a city dweller spends money on food, house rent, education, transport, clothes, others, and also the family has some savings. So these are the categories on which the family spends its annual income. Okay. Usually a pie chart is used to show percentages. Okay, if you count the percentages here, it will be 100%. And now I will show you how to describe a pie chart. Okay, I am writing it for you. The pie chart above shows. In your examination script, you will first draw the chart. Okay, so it will be good for you to describe or analyze the chart. So for this reason, I have used the word above. The pie chart here is above. The pie chart above shows, then we will add something from the question, shows the percentage, of a city dweller's household income distributed into different categories. So this is your introduction. Okay, the pie chart above shows the percentage of a city dweller's household income distributed into different categories. Now I will add the description. Okay, these categories, okay, we can here add according to the chart, according to the chart, these categories are food, house rent, education, transport, clothes and others. Okay, so these categories may differ in your question paper. Perhaps there is no house rent. Okay, if the dweller lives in his own house, then there will be no house rent. So the category may varies, but you will describe according to the chart. So according to the chart, these categories are food, house rent, education, transport, clothes and others. Okay. Now we start from food. Okay, the family spends how much? 26%. 26% of its income on food, and 15% of its income on house rent. Okay, so we have covered these two, food and house rent. Again, however, the family spends 22% of its income on education. I have written here however, because after 15% we are going to 22%. If you don't write this however, it doesn't matter, you can also write the family also spends, again the family spends, okay, it doesn't matter. So however, I have written however the family spends 22% of its income on education. This indicates that the family gives importance on education. So according to the chart, this family gives importance on education because they spend 22% of their income on education, and they only spend 7% on clothes. Some family may spend their more income on clothes and small income on education. Okay, and then so we have covered food, house rent, education. Now transport. Again, the family spends 12% and 7%, 12% and 7% of its income on transport, the preposition for is suitable here. Okay, income for transport and clothes respectively. We have used the word respectively because we have written it together. Okay, so 12% for transport and 7% for clothes. So the sentence is, again the family spends 12% and 7% of its income for transport and clothes respectively. Now others. Others means for other purposes. The family also spends 8% of its income for other purposes. Okay. Now only savings is left. Here we can say after spending money on all the categories, the family saves some money and it is 10% of its income. Okay. So after spending money on all the categories, the family saves some money and it is 10% of its income. Now we will conclude the graph, the pie chart. Okay. Okay. Before our concluding sentences, we can add another sentence. Okay. From the chart, it is clear that the family's highest expenditure means ব্যয়. So the family's highest expenditure is on food and lowest expenditure is on clothes. Is on clothes. Okay. So here we give a comment what is the highest and what is the lowest expenditure. So if we make a list of the categories of expenditure, we find this serial. Okay, so now here food is the highest, then education, then house rent, then transport, then others, and then clothes. Transport, others, and clothes. Okay. And now we will write only the concluding sentence. Okay. Thus, the family's total expenditure or spending is total 90%. Okay, savings is only 10%. So the family's total expenditure or spending is 90% of its income, and savings is 10%. So that's all. In your board question paper, you are asked to describe the chart within 150 words. In some board, I found that you have to describe within at least 80 words. So your description will be 80 to 150 words. Okay, 150 or 160 should don't exceed the limit 150 or 160. From 80 to 150 is the good range. So if you follow the technique and if you write lucid English, simple English, it doesn't matter, you will get good marks. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for being with me. See you once again. Stay fine and blessed. Thank you.